What's up, family? Welcome to the Henderson's Way.
This is another episode of the Couch Conversations. You guys sent us questions and topics to discuss, and that's what we're gonna do today. So, you ready, Brandon?
I am very well ready.
Okay, so the first question is from Run Jojo Lee Run. It says how you two first met. We actually have like 2 videos saying that we met at a talent show.
Right.
So you guys already know that. So the next part of our question is, what's your favorite story in the Bible and how did it impact your life?
So you're asking me what's my favorite story?
What's your favorite story in the
My
Bible?
favorite story in the Bible is the story of Job. And how that has impacted my life is whenever I go through trials and tribulations in life, whether I'm having issues with my wife, kids, or whatever, I always look at that story and be like, dang, if Job could go through all that he went through, I can do it as well, but through the help of Jesus Christ. So yeah, B, what is your favorite story in the Bible and how has it impacted your life?
My favorite story in the Bible would have to be the story of the Good Samaritan. And it has impacted my life to whereas you have to treat everybody with kindness because you just never know who that person is that's going to help you when you need it. Because sometimes we feel like the person that we're closest to is going to be the one to pick us up when we've gotten beaten, robbed, and even in the story, it was the person who you would least expected. It was the Samaritan that helped the man. It wasn't a priest or the rabbi or anybody else. So yeah, just treat everybody the way that you want to be treated because you just never know when you're going to need their help. Right.
Thank you, sis Jordan, for that question. I love you very much. We'll just talk to high school together. Next question.
Go ahead, Brandon.
Question number 2 is from Juju_Gomez. It's actually when you guys first met, where, when, how. Like I said before, we have answered that question several times on previous videos, so we'll go ahead and go to the next one.
Sorry.
Go ahead, B.
Okay, this is from his wife, Armstrong. She says, let's discuss how to deal with a jealous spouse.
Let's see. B, are you jealous?
I wouldn't say that I was jealous. I'm a little territorial, but I'm not jealous.
So you don't get upset if a girl says hi to me and say nothing to you?
That's being territorial. That's not being jealous.
Right. So you're not jealous at all?
No, I don't think so.
In no kind of way?
No. Are you jealous?
Am I jealous? I am not a jealous man. What I gotta be jealous for?
Are you territorial?
I am territorial.
Territorial.
I am. So pretty much, look, this is my wife. You could look at her, you could stare at her. I'm talking about the men, I ain't tripping. But the moment you try to come talk to her on the low or try to touch upon her, I know men, I know what y'all be thinking, so don't play with me, and especially my wife.
Right, there's 3 things that I don't play about. That's God,
yes,
my man, and my kids. Don't play with me on these 3 things right
Don't do it!
But, I mean, since we don't personally have jealousy going on in our marriage, I say the easiest thing or the most simple thing to do is like if that person is jealous to the point to where you can't leave the house or you can't have your phone without them checking it 24/7 or like they're just always on your back about things, you guys should not be together.
Yes.
There's no room for that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, nobody wants to be like that.
You got to have trust in a relationship. And then what you're talking about, that's kind of like controlling your every move. Exactly. That's not okay at all.
No one should have to feel like they're under lock and key. I'm not a prisoner. I'm not a slave. And like, I mean, if that's like the song, if they're not looking, I don't want them. Like, do you really want somebody that nobody else would want?
Right. That means they ugly.
Did you get with them on purpose? Like,
right.
What's really going on, right?
All right.
So
next one, B. Next one is from. Oh, this is a great question. This one is from Lundula.nation. I hope I got that right. He just put short and simple, school shootings, question mark. How you feel about school shootings, B?
I feel like it's a travesty. Like, if you're upset or if you've been bullied or if you're having like these thoughts in your head about harming someone, you should ask for help. You should, first of all, there should be more school counselors. You should be, as parents, we have to talk to our kids and see where they are mentally. Because a lot of, we've had like, and then this past year, I think it was like at least 100 school shootings, and that's scary because our kids are getting older, and Naya's going to be in middle school pretty soon. Carson in kindergarten and stuff like that, and you're afraid to send your kids to school because of, first of all, there's no gun control. Right. The times that we live in are so scary. Like we used to just talk about school fights.
Right, exactly.
Now kids are bringing guns to school and open fire.
Over the top.
How do you feel about it? It's so
man,
sad.
It hurts my heart to even talk about this because look, man, like she said, we have kids, and plus the pigment of our skin, we're black, so we're already a target and a minority from the jump. And so, like she said, it goes back to, I think it goes beyond the school and all that. It goes back to the parenting. If you're not raising your kid the right way, tell them right from wrong, and then as a parent, you have to be able to listen to your kid,
right,
and let them talk. We don't give kids a voice. Let them talk and say how they feel. They don't always want to punish them off the jump or whoop them or put them in the room. Let them say how they feel. Exactly. So it goes back to parenting. Then I'll go one more step further. Us being a Christian, you got to tell them the God way. So yeah, that's that one. Next one, B.
Okay, the next one is from
Abby.
No. Oh, well, Abby said we should do a mukbang. Sorry, Abby, we already did one. I hope you watched it.
Right, we'll get another one soon, so don't worry about that.
Okay, so the next one is from, oh gosh, is that supposed to be an I?
No. Oh, Chris is Cortez or something. CHR.
CHR is Cortez. I don't know. Sorry. But it says, what about the importance of identifying your child's strengths as a parent and enhance those strengths for something they might want to do later in life, as opposed to make them do stuff we want them to do, like be an athlete, doctor, lawyer, etc. He said, I hope that makes sense.
Man, this makes perfect sense, man. This is probably one of my favorite questions. So pretty much what he's asking, like the first one is the importance of your children's strength. Like me, I can see Anaya's strength, Carson's strength at this age. So me, I don't want to force like what I did when I was growing up. I was a track guy. I like to model, I like to act. I'm not going to say, oh, you're going to be an actor or a model or a track. I want to do what they want to do. If they want to do karate, cheerleading, boxing, football, whatever you want to do, I'm going to invest. I'm going to support you 100,000%.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think it's very important to not put your dreams or your aspirations on your kids because they become a robot.
Right.
You know, like, I'm just doing what mom said. I'm just doing what my dad wants me to do. No, because we're all individuals. And just because I like cheerleading, he liked track, doesn't mean that our children are going to like those things.
Right.
Like, Anaya, she loves to sing.
Yes.
And if that's what she really wants to do, of course, we're going to invest in that. Or if Carson wants to play basketball, we're going to invest in that. We're not going to put our hopes and dreams into our children because they'll never have a fulfilled life.
Right.
Because they'll be living our dream and not their own.
Great job. Great job.
Thank you. Okay, next one.
It's from Scott_2000, which is 2000. How do you discipline your children? Okay, I'm a coach, right? B, wait, you gotta answer this one. How do you discipline your kids? My apologies, I jumped in.
Right.
Go ahead.
Well, to read the rest of the question.
How do you discipline your children? Then it says, how do you feel about kids reading and writing instead of watching TV? Do you think that kids these days are spoiled?
Okay, to answer the first part of the question, how do I discipline my children? Timeouts, corners, like spankings are like the last thing on the list. And with Anaya, she's super easy. Like, I like to talk it out. If I need to, you're grounded, go into your room, no television, you're gonna read books. So that works with Anaya. However, Carson is a whole nother story. Timeouts don't work.
No.
Counting to 10 doesn't work.
Right.
Corners don't work.
Right.
Taking stuff away don't work.
What on?
So spankings, they kind of help.
Yes.
And then they kind of don't. He just marches to the beat of his own drum, so it kind of doesn't matter. Hopefully he'll grow out of it. Yes. And then of course Kaden's my little sweetheart, so he's not getting in trouble. But and then I do like Anaya to read more. It is actually a part of her school curriculum, so it worked out perfectly.
Right.
You read and you read because I said so and because you have to. So.
And we actually got to read the Holy Bible now too.
Right. She loves reading her Bible.
Yes.
That's very true. So kids today are not only spoiled, they're selfish and they're aggy. Kids today are annoying. They have it so much better than us. Thank God we didn't grow up with like internet. Like, we had internet, but not like smartphones
none of that.
Social media sites. So
like
these kids
MySpace,
are outrageous.
Black
but that was like
that's like
high school
stuff. Yeah. I was talking about elementary type.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So how do you discipline children, Brandon?
Well, with my upbringing, I was getting whooped by belts, iron cords, switches, all of that old school style. So me, I like to whoop, but I understand. Like she said, Nia does not need whooping. She could go and take a timeout and she's good to go. But Carson, and I gotta be honest, it hurts me to whoop my boy Carson. I ain't gonna lie. And so mommy really does most of the whooping with Carson. But when I do it, it hurts. But I gotta do that to get him out that stage of acting like he be acting. And then like you said, Caden, he's our peace. That's what mommy calls him, our peace. So he's good to go. And then the next part of the question is...
The reading and...
How do you feel about kids reading and writing instead of watching TV? Pretty much what I guess you're asking is pretty much, you know, kids nowadays are all up into the social media, the tablets, the phone, and they're not getting smart because like what they should be doing like we were doing. I was reading all the Dr. Seuss books. I was doing all of that every day. That makes you smarter. So we do not allow our kids to be up on TV all day, and now you're going to read. Like you said, it's part of our curriculum in school. And so the next question, that is, let's see, do you think that kids these days are spoiled? They are very much very great, disrespectfully spoiled. And we just gotta do better as parents, as a community, as a whole. Be a better parent, and then they won't be discipline your child. Spare the rod, spoil the child. Alrighty, next question B.
How do you work through any difficult situations in marriage? And that's from Cynthia Melody 731. So, and then also money problems, in-law problems, not being on the same page. And how do you make time to do things as a couple when you have kids?
She got some great questions. So let me tackle the first one.
So how do you work through difficult situations in marriage?
The main thing that we lean on, what I lean on is the Lord. So I'll pray, I'll get in my Bible. But then, beyond that, we got to sit down and talk amongst each other when we're calm, not when we're both mad or angry. So we need time apart. I need to go to the living room sometimes. We need to have our space in the room, whatever. So just calming down and just communicating properly, letting her talk, and me, I have to listen and not listen to respond. So I'm also working on that as well. Okay, with the whole money issue situation, pretty much I drive diesel trucks as a career. I have a side job with the petitions, and if those are not booming, I have to fall back on solar panels. So me as the husband, we go by the Bible. I'm the provider, she's the housewife. So times get rough and money get short and thin, but at the same time, we have to keep our faith in the Lord, have to keep praying, and the Lord will see us through. Ain't that right, B?
Right.
And then the last part of the question was,
how do we make time?
How do we make time?
For us, like, couple time.
A couple time. Us time is...
now we have children.
Right, we got 3 of them things, man.
Right.
So it's a little difficult at the time, but it's all good. That's why every weekend we need to go out to eat or to a movie. And there's not a whole lot of places to go in Bakersfield, but we got to make the best out of what we have here. And then recently we had an anniversary, so we celebrated in Fontana, seeing the family. So B, questions on you.
Well, how to work through difficult situations in our marriage is, first of all, communication and prayer. Those two go hand in hand. And not saying that we don't have issues, because we have lots and lots of those.
Yes.
But through it all, we have to remember why we're together, who brought us together, and what we can do to stay together. And then money issues, I mean, it is hard sometimes working off of one income. I am going back to work.
You are. Thank you.
Because the stay-at-home mom thing is not for me. I also am starting my own business. Plug, Salt of the Earth shop on Instagram. Hit me up.
Yes.
We'll be coming out with some merch soon.
Yes.
So, we won't forever have just one income, because I'm just, like I said, not stay-at-home mom material. I want to have my own business. I have an entrepreneur mindset. So, but with that, we just have to budget.
Yes.
Budgeting. And in-law issues, like, he doesn't have any issues with my parents.
None at all.
I haven't had any major issues with his parents either. But again, communication takes the game. You know what I mean? Like they say, defense wins championships.
Yes.
Communication.
Speak it, baby. Speak it.
Communication wins relationships. You have to have open talk all the time. Or respectful open talk, but still talking all the same. And how do we make time for, like, dating? While we have kids, we bribe our nieces to watch the kids. Dumb. We bribe our nieces.
We don't say we bribe. We don't bribe, but we ask them.
We ask
watch
them,
them.
and we
They,
promise
most of the
them
time,
to eat food and stuff.
Take whatever you want in the refrigerator, because we have some food in there.
Right.
And they tears it down.
Right. So yeah, just get good, reliable, trustworthy babysitters, and get out of the house, even if it's to the park. Like we go to, like, the ice cream shop. You guys have seen us vlog at the ice cream parlor. Doors is delicious. Yeah, just even if you're going out to the front porch, lock the door, have the kids in the house. Like,
right.
You have to make time for a couple. Like, you get bogged down with work, kids. You'll never have that dating time, you know, because
we have to have
he's
that
still my
marriage.
boyfriend.
Yes, he's still my best friend.
Right.
Homie,
Okay. So our final question is from _Lebanese lover. How about different cultural and parenting styles when you have one black parent and a parent of a different race?
So look, we really don't fit that description, but let me tell y'all something. She 80% West African and 20% Northern European, which means she's Caucasian. So we can touch up on this one, Brittany.
No, we
you
cannot.
being white, no, we can. You white. She's 20% white. That's a whole lot. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So yeah, B, we can't touch up on that one at all.
No, I'm black.
She black.
Listen, I'm black. He's
you
black.
white. No, I'm native African American. Don't play with me. I got about 50% Indian in me.
No, you don't.
No, I'm just kidding.
That's racist.
Yeah, nah,
he's
forget that.
black, I'm black.
Yeah,
so unfortunately, we can't say firsthand. We know people of interracial relationship in our families, in our circles, but we personally don't know
what's going on.
Exactly.
So we're not going to discuss that. Right. All right, you guys. Thanks for chiming in. Thanks for all the questions. We greatly appreciate it. Those were some wonderful, wonderful questions. B.
Okay, so if you're interested in increasing your income, increasing your credit score 50 to 200 points in a matter of months, take control of your financial life and get on the pathway towards financial success. Call 844-209-6450, option 3, for a 3-minute overview. If you like what you hear, visit the website for a full overview at www.janet, that's JANET.thelifeyouneed.com. Again, that is www.janet.thelifeyouneed.com. For more info, text or call at, again, 844-209-6450.
And oh yeah, y'all, that's my mommy!
That's his mommy! So yes. You guys, if you guys are interested in making more money, increasing your credit score, we will put it down in the description box and also at the end of this video. She's a hustler, y'all. This is not a scheme or a scam. Trust us on this.
Wouldn't do that to you. And I got something special for y'all.
Yes, something
my
special.
boy, Kenneth Washington Jr.
Ken.
Hailing from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Hey.
Drew me something decent. My favorite basketball player is Allen Iverson, then LeBron. So I said, hey, draw this picture for me. I'm going to show y'all right now. Take a peek. Take a peek. Hold on. Take a sneak peek.
Put it up there.
Can y'all see that? Look at that. That's LeBron and Iverson. You see what that saying is right there? LeBron didn't want to be Michael or Magic. He wanted to be my guy, Allen Iverson. So me and LeBron share the same favorite player, Allen Iverson. Shout out to LeBron James doing his thing. We will win the championship this year at the Lake Show. LeBron Oman. Well, that does it for us, y'all. We will see y'all next time on the Henderson's Way. Peace.